Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the thought of making big changes in your life, only to find yourself stuck in the same routine? You're not alone, and it might be because you're missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. Consistency is key when it comes to achieving big results. It's the difference between feeling like you're stuck in neutral and finally seeing progress towards your goals. The truth is, it's not about making drastic changes or trying to overhaul your entire life at once. It's about taking small, consistent steps towards your objectives, day in and day out. We've all been there. We set lofty goals for ourselves only to get discouraged when we don't see immediate results. We try to make massive changes, but they're often unsustainable, and we end up right back where we started. The problem is, we're focusing on the wrong thing. We're focusing on the end result rather than the daily habits and practices that will get us there. We're trying to build a house without laying the foundation first. This lack of consistency leads to a cycle of disappointment and frustration. We feel like we're not making progress, so we get demotivated and give up. We tell ourselves that we're just not cut out for this, or that we're not good enough. But the truth is, we're just not being consistent enough. We're not giving ourselves the time and space to develop the habits and practices that will lead to success. When we're inconsistent, we're like a ship without a rudder. We're drifting aimlessly, without any sense of direction or purpose. But when we commit to taking small, consistent actions towards our goals, we start to build momentum. We start to see progress, and that progress gives us the motivation to keep going. So, what does consistency look like in practice? It might mean waking up 30 minutes earlier each day to work on your side hustle. It might mean committing to a daily exercise routine, even if it's just a short walk around the block. It might mean setting aside 10 minutes each day to work on your novel or to practice a new skill. The key is to find what works for you and to stick to it. One of my favorite examples of the power of consistency is the story of Stephen King. King is one of the most prolific authors of our time, but he didn't get there overnight. He writes 2,000 words every single day, no matter what. It doesn't matter if he's on vacation or if he's feeling under the weather. He shows up to his desk every single day and he writes. And that's how he's been able to produce so many best-selling novels over the years. Another great example is the story of the artist Jerry Seinfeld. Seinfeld is known for his incredible work ethic and his ability to produce hit TV shows and movies year after year. But what people don't know is that he owes it all to his daily routine. Every morning, Seinfeld wakes up and writes for a set amount of time. He doesn't worry about whether the material is good or not. He just shows up and writes. And that's how he's been able to come up with so many iconic characters and storylines over the years. The power of consistency can't be overstated. It's the difference between feeling like you're stuck in a rut and feeling like you're making progress towards your goals. It's the difference between being a dreamer and being a doer. When we commit to taking small, consistent actions towards our objectives, we start to build momentum. We start to see progress, and that progress gives us the motivation to keep going. In conclusion, consistency is key when it comes to achieving big results. It's not about making drastic changes or trying to overhaul your entire life at once. It's about taking small, consistent steps towards your objectives, day in and day out. So, commit to taking action today. No matter how small it may seem, you never know where it might lead. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your own experiences with consistency in the comments below. If you want to learn more about building habits and practices that will help you achieve your goals, be sure to check out my video on the power of small wins.